Hello, welcome to join us this morning. First thing first, I have a gift to give out. If any one of you can tell me which movie did this slide come from?
Interstellar.
Who said Interstellar? Or I have two gifts.
Nice.
All right, one more.
Is it the NFC card? 看一下 Is it the NFC card? Yes, it is very pretty. 我都还没拿到。
The
gift is a very expensive NFT readable card. It's our next generation business card. We haven't given out anyone yet. Another one is the remove before flight tag. That usually, if you're a NASA astronaut, you will pack that into whatever things you need to remove before you actually board the rocket to the moon. Yeah.
So, before joining Outliers, I worked in Disney for many, many years as their head of brand experiences for Asia Pacific. And I spent the next few years to lead Ford and Lincoln's team for global transformation for brand. So I want to give you my conviction why I joined Outliers is because our brand mission, turning SciFi into SciFacts. And that connects really deeply with me. And pretty much everything I built throughout my career is turning imagination into things people can touch and feel and create memory with. So that's why I'm here in Outliers. And today, I think, feels like a day one. And with this presentation, I hope to connect with you guys and share with you why we do what we do in Outliers. Okay, another question. Let me ask you a question. What is your favorite film? Simple question. Usually, when I ask this question, the room is silent. No one has, people has to think because there's so many films to choose from. So let me rephrase it. This is actually a hard question. What is your favorite sci-fi film? See, I see many hands back in there. Okay, what's your favorite? Inception.
Inception.
Okay.
Yeah.
Usually when I ask this question, the answer comes a lot faster. And that tells you something. Sci-fi is very personal. And with great films, it tells you something. Great science fiction is very personal. It shakes you to the core, right? So this is the newest, my favorite sci-fi, Project Hail Mary. 在台湾翻作什么？绝地救援还是？
有人看过吗？
OK，极限法。
都错，这也太厉害了。
I just landed from Shanghai. I'm sorry. Okay, it's okay. So this is the film, it lives in my head for a couple of days, and I'll give you another example. So if you're curious, my personal favorite is Star Wars, and I was 10, so I sat in a theater and thought to myself, damn, Luke Skywalker saved the galaxy, but the Death Star actually blew my mind, and I think blew billions of people's mind, and the number actually backs it up, right? Out of the $50 billion generated in the past 50 years, so this is one of the most profitable franchise in Disney, by far. So Marvel kind of did it a little bit for 10 years, but George Lucas and Star Wars did it for Disney for 50 years. And the profit every year, the revenue is very, very steady. So it tells you after 3 generations, the franchise is still going very strong. But surprisingly, I'll share you a fact. Where do you think the money come from? How many movies are out there for Star Wars? It's a lot, but not many. But how can they make money each and every year? The answer is this. It didn't come from movie ticket sales. 60% of the revenue comes from products.
Lego.
Lego is one of the example, but millions and millions of Star Wars products out there. Things that people want to touch and build, people want to own, they want to pass to the next generations. Who owns a Star Wars set of Lego? who owns the Lego. Thank
Oh,
you.
both the team at Paradromics have
Yeah.
this.
So Star Wars influences actually went beyond the screen, right? So people expanded the galaxy and made it into their own reality. But why? Why sci-fi is so powerful? And how does great sci-fi inspire actions? I think it's very similar, in my personal opinion, very close to every powerful religion, philosophy, and civilization, leaderships. It helps us to process three biggest questions we, as human, we ever ask. Where do we come from? Who are we? And where do we go next? Humanity only goes as far as these answers takes us. But science fiction does a slightly different. So you see the word science and fiction together. It does through invention, actual invention for the film as well, and a lot of imagination. Not philosopher, not religion, does quite the same as what science fiction did. So it gives us enough to spark and give us a blueprint to start our own journey. So it's leaving an open invitation for the audiences. And that's why so many sci-fi fans like myself grow up asking, can I build something like that? Can I do something to make that future come true? And that question is also our North Star at Outliers Fund. Can we build this? So how do we turn fiction to facts? So great sci-fi does not predict the future. It's not 塔罗牌 or 星座 or it's not a time machine. But what I believe sci-fi is, as a marketer, as a brand builder, it's singly one of the greatest invention of marketing and customer research tool. Why? Because they already know what people feared or what they desire or what endures. For example, Star Wars endures 50 years, and that's not a trend. That's something here to stay, so you know that already. So it kind of gives you a cheat sheet of what people's desires are. So as a marketer, as a brand builder, we always want to ask this question, what do people want? And those films tells us that. At Outliers, we invest in where the signal is the strongest. And the company we back does not simply inspired by sci-fi. They finish what sci-fi, they are finishing what sci-fi has started. So I'll give you an example. Slight delay. So in 1968, Kubrick imagined a rotating space station in 2001, a space odyssey. This is not ISS. It's so much more classic and beautiful, but most importantly, you can imagine yourself visiting and inhabit in the space. 60 years later, Vest is building the first commercial space station to carry out that stunning vision. Again, this space is some place you imagine yourself go, not ISS. I can't go there. I mean, everything is so tight and uncomfortable, but this is the place you wanted to visit, and this is what Vest is building. In 1999, The Matrix gave us a taste of how to learn Kung Fu in seconds. You can just download them, and then you know Kung Fu, and you can fight any masters in human history. It blew my mind. I know Kung Fu. Paradromics is building that interface right now. It's giving paralyzed patients their voice back and restoring their capabilities. And today, we're gonna go more into that. I guess this Matrix thing you talk about inside your company?
We think of the scene in Empire Strikes Back where Luke gets a hand, and you look at it and you see a totally working hand. That's our sci-fi transformation moment.
Yes, Justin, and I saw the WeChat in Shanghai, and Matrix was mentioned a couple of times.
Justin loves the Matrix.
So that shows you they know what they're doing. They know where the inspiration comes from. In 1998, Armageddon. Do you guys know this film? No? Oh, you should. That's my personal favorite too. You launched a drilling mission to an asteroid. So basically, the asteroid is crushing Earth, and a team of drill experts go on the asteroid, drill down to the middle core of the asteroid and plate a nuclear bomb and split the asteroid in half and to save the Earth. But astrophysicists is doing the same. They are going to asteroids too, and mining them for the rare materials, metals, Earth will increasingly need. In 2015, in Ex Machina, this is an AI human droid. Personally, I fell in love with. Her name is Ava. And Hark is building a version of that. But only this time, we know it cannot look like her. It's too dangerous. So that's our learning, right? What we fear, what a humanoid droid would do to us. And then there's Star Wars. So in the very first shot of A New Hope, there's a transportation ship carrying Leia's message. It's not an X-Wing, it's not a TIE fighter, it's a transportation machine. And the most iconic transportation, Millennium Falcon, is actually a freight ship. And Han Solo is actually a human smuggler or alien smuggler turned hero. So it tells you impulse space understand this reality. A great galactic civilization starts with infrastructure and logistic. So 5 company, 5 iconic, all-time great sci-fi films. You already know. I think the best part is this: as investors, we said earlier, sci-fi is a complete world, and it's an infrastructure and it's a system. So our founder is not just building isolating products. And Matt here maybe can tell us, you already know where you're going next. You have a very clear pathway, and Justin also shared with us, to scale and to continuous building. So as investor, that means a long-term return for our investments. We choose to invest in these companies not because they're doing something easy. We invest in them because they're building something really, really hard. Between 2000 and 2025, 53% of the space, 1,500 space company was founded, and 53% of them still alive and surviving today. This number is significantly higher than US business survival rate in general. But why? This number is unusually resilient. So HBA's research shows the purpose-driven company consistently outperform their competitors. So company driven by a very deep mission do not break in downturns. So this is the Wright brothers. They were not the most founded. They don't have the best design. They don't have the best resources. But yet, they are in our history books. Survival isn't about how hard the mission is. It's actually about how deep the conviction goes. Each of our portfolio companies are on a mission that does not expire. And their founder answered the question they grew up asking: can we build this, turning future visions into the next chapter of human history? And we cannot have discovered them without shared understanding and love for sci-fi. And they're here today. Let's welcome Paradigmics, Matt and Justin.